So I remember initially I named this the hummingbird deck because there were a bunch of hummingbird feeders around it. But the other day when I was out here with the customer, like, what are you going to name this deck? And I forgot that I had already named it, but we came up with a different name, and that's the Foul to Fabulous deck. And I'll tell you why. My name's Anthony Ford. I'm the proprietor of Kong Armor. We use an ultra thick, high stretch industrial elastomer to encapsulate and restore extremely weathered decks, decks with peeling deck paint, decks with Peeling Behr Deck Over. And that coating system's called Kong Armor. But behind me here, the Foul to Fabulous deck, the customer came up with that name, and she's right. This deck was foul. Let's take a look at it, and I'll show you what we did. It's all done now, and it's gorgeous. But this deck system, the color of it is Kong's custom color Tennessee cabin, and it's turned out absolutely stunningly beautiful. But what was going on here was something that we call Peeling Behr Deck Over. And also what was going on was very extreme weathering. I mean, extreme weathering. These planks on this deck, and you can see the high build film of Kong. It has just flat out engulfed and encapsulated these older wood planks. But when we talk about older wood planks on a deck system, this deck, probably some of the more severe wooden planks that I've ever seen. And we had to bring in an absolute ungodly amount of coating system to encapsulate all the cracks in them, and also to fill in all the nail and screw heads and entry points to create water lock. Let's take you up here to the top. Let's take you up to the top of the Foul to Fabulous deck. Up here, when you got up here initially, you're talking about an unbelievable amount of Peeling Behr Deck Over. And when I re-edit this video, if I'm able to re-download it, I'll insert pictures in here where you guys can kind of see exactly what was going on. It just had Peeling Behr Deck Over everywhere. It was absurdly ugly. And we came in, used high pressure, removed as much of that as we possibly could. And then behind that, this deck system had about 15 boards on it that were completely rotten. And I mean completely gone. So what we did to resolve this deck system is something that we call deck rescue painting. What is deck rescue painting? Well, deck rescue painting is when we come in with our lifetime deck armor system and we pair it with major restoration and repair. Okay, so board replacement, work on stairs, replacement of treads, fixing rail systems, replacing rail systems. There's times even when we'll actually even replace a whole floor section. But she needed significant restoration. So we came in, performed that. We got all the bad wood out of here, all the bad wood out of the floors. And then we came back through, cleaned everything up, and brought the Kong system in here and performed encapsulation on all this old weathered wood. And the results are stunning. From where she was, and I know that the deck right now has a lot of shadows cast on it. It doesn't look drop dead gorgeous and all that. But from where she was to where she is now, stunning transformation. And I'll show you the thick build power of Kong. Everywhere on here, we're talking splinter lock technology, tough film technology. So this coating system can handle wind-driven rain. Look at that Tennessee cabin. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful color. It really is. But wind-driven rain, sleet, snow, ice up to hurricane speeds, right? Babies can come out here, touch this. They can run their hands up and down it. All the splinters and everything like that are encapsulated on it. But the big thing and the most important thing, you guys can see this had thousands of hairlines in it. and I mean thousands of cracks, hairlines. They're all encapsulated and covered over. So water can't get down in there. Fastener points are encapsulated and covered over. Can't get to the fasteners, right? True water lock. And that's one of the things that's great about Kong is true water lock. Then the other thing, the silverback technology, the epoxy that we bring in here. All these posts were busted wide open everywhere. Big, large cracks. So they all have silverback in them that's filling them out. And silverback, the PSI rating of it is massive. It cures up harder than concrete. But what it does is it prevents, or at least it acts to prevent these cracks from opening in the future with this insane PSI rating, right? But we closed off all the cracks in the post on this deck, which is something you're never going to find anywhere else, I assure you. Look, look at all of Kong's post. You're hard pressed to find a crack. Everything's thickly covered, high build, high film technology everywhere on this. Beautiful. This Tennessee cabin's gorgeous. But from Peeling Behr Deck Over, extremely weathered wood, and the situation she was in was she was going to have to replace all of this floor. There's no question. Any other contractor would have came in and specified full, just flat out full tear down and rebuild. We helped her avoid that. We saved her from that. Probably on this deck, tear down and rebuild, I would say she saved with us, she at least saved 10 grand or more. Which, hey, that's money in your pocket. And then her coating system's now back, lifetime limited warranty, lifetime service promise, all here locally here in the tri-state. Congratulations to her. She got out of replacing this deck floor, and I'm super happy for her, and it turned out stunningly gorgeous. I'm going to tell you, if you got a deck that's in super horrible shape, it's beat down, it has Peeling Behr Deck Over, it has peeling deck paint, a disintegrating stain, rotten boards, all this stuff. If you want to bring it back to life, we have the world's toughest, most advanced deck armor coating system, and we can bring your deck back to life. Visit kongarmor.com and get a free quote today. See ya.